Hi there, Cancer. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa, from the Inner Stereo. This is one of your love general messages. It's a general reading, so the rules might get reversed, or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down the description box below for a personal reading with me, okay? In this reading, Cancer, it's going to be a you versus them format. I'm going to be pulling card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today and what their current energy is, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties. We're going to clarify them, and I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, Cancer. Okay, that's very interesting. There's going to be like a huge realizations coming from your part though, Cancer, but wow. So just as they are realizing that you are the one, because here's the thing, okay? This person's current energy, they have the King of Cups, the Two of Swords, and also the Seven of Cups in reverse. You might be dealing with the water sign here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Anyway, this person's energy, this person was once confused about you, their feelings towards you. I think they're kind of like putting some sort of a hold in regards to a decisions here that they're supposed to be making, and you're becoming very, very impatient here. Now, this person now is understanding that, you know what, like I actually do have an emotional connections with Cancer. I need to be more emotionally mature. I need to be more emotionally available. Okay. The challenges here you have is the Wheel of Fortune and also the Ten of Pentacles in upright position. The challenges here has a lot to do with you feeling optimistic, feeling good about a situations where you once thought that this is going to be leading into a long-term relationship. And I think one of the reasons why you're finding it very, very hard to be optimistic about it is because when the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, it's no more good because you're starting to realize about the bitter memories of the past or something. Okay, you reflecting about the past and you're realizing that, nah, I don't think I could put much work into this because I'm not getting any type of collaboration that I would want to see from this other person. Interesting. So in the past, this person is the King of Pentacles and also the World card. From your side, you have the Queen of Swords and also the Knight of Swords. It's moving really, really slowly. This person puts you in arm's length and you're sick of it. Ooh. Because your energy is very intense here, Cancer. I'm not going to lie. Your energy is very intense. You're sick of it. You want some forward movement. You want some direct. You want some clarity. You want the truth to come out here in the past. Okay? And you're standing your ground. Now, in the present moment, this person feels that they could still, just go with the flow. There is this, something is broken within this connection here. Three Cups in reverse means that the communication is not really good, because Three Cups in a relationship spread does talks about the friendship aspect of the connection, and friendship aspect of the connection has a lot to do with the ease of communicating with one another. And it's difficult in this context. Okay. And I think the communication had always been one-sided. It's always you wanting to engage, wanting to communicate. And this person had either been very, very defensive, or this person has also just kind of like, I don't know, it's very invalidating. It's like you're trying to get to someone, but then there's this wall. Like, it's like you're talking to a brick wall sometimes, and you're sick of it. You're just sick of it. You're going to get like a lot of intuitive download within this week as well. So pay close attentions towards your dreams, the symbols that you're seeing in your dreams, because I do feel that that's your intuition trying to tell you something here. Now, again, as I said, this person had always like, just gonna go with the flow. There's not that needing, there's not that like push for them to do something in regards to these connections in the past. And now they're starting to feel it because you're sick of it, right? Like you're really sick of it. So in the future, you're the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and also the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You're realizing that this connections has been bringing you nothing but disappointment, to a point where it actually did take a domino effect into your life. It's either it affected your job, it affected your health, it affected your ability to think clearly, whatever that may be. And you're like, no, I don't want to be dealing with this. Why is it that I need to still be putting energy into something that doesn't give me anything good in return? this person is just making my life a bit worse. And I feel that with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, you're letting go of that. After further considerations from top to bottom, you're letting go of things. Especially in the present moment, you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You don't see the value in this person anymore. There's going to be a protest here in the future. We'll see, okay? Let's clarify your reading now, Cancer. So first thing first, I would like to clarify the High Priestess from your side and also the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, Cancer. High Priestess in reverse clarified by the Judgment, the Knight of Wands, and also the Hangman. You've always been enabling someone here who comes and goes, who doesn't take accountability for their action, who doesn't take responsibility for that action. You always try to see things from a different perspective. You always enable them. You always like, maybe they'll change. I don't know. But now you're more in a situations where, this has been going on too long, isn't it? It's time for me to put like a stop on it. Because with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse here, it's more about you trying to manifest a beautiful relationship with yourself. It's more about like you realizing that, you know what? I lost who I was once I get into this connection. So before you get into this connections, you have dreams here, or you have wishes of what type of relationship would you like to manifest. But because you feel so much for this person, you compromise those values, you compromise what you wanted. And now those wishes before you entered this connections is coming back. One way or the other, you're realizing that, wow, like I want to have this type of relationship. And I see it being impossible to have that with this person because I would like to have someone who would want to collaborate with me. Not just me, understanding them, not just me putting up with them, but I would like to have an active participant within this connections that I can work with to build this beautiful 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Now let's clarify the Temperance. Okay, it's similar to a Pisces reading, so some of you might be dealing with a Pisces as well. 4 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and also the 10 of Pentacles. One of the biggest problem in this connections and why it hasn't been going the way that you wanted it to go has a lot to do with you being the only person who's giving into this connection. Okay, there's no such things as 100 and 100. That's not how the math works. The maximum capacity is 100. You know what I mean? So if you're given more than 50, let's say for instance, you're given 80% in the connection because the maximum capacity is 100, they'll only be able to be given the 20% here. You're doing all the work already. All they can do is 20%. Okay, so I only have to give 20% for Cancer to be given me 80%. There is that, I'm not going to do it. Cancer is going to be okay with that anyway. I'm not going to do it. Cancer is going to do it anyway. That's why they're having this temperance quality. That's why they're like, I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm not going to be taking anything seriously because even if I don't take things seriously, Cancer will still be given to me generously as well. Why? Is because you have this. You want this with them. You've wanted this with them. You want to have a long-term relationship. There's something here that you want to be building with them. Now, 3 Cups in reverse, clarified by the 2 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and also the Queen of Wands. Now, as soon as, again, Cancer, tarot is all about causal energy. Okay. So if you're still given to this person more than 50, like let's say 90% to the extreme, let's say, okay, this ain't gonna happen, okay? But if you're starting to realize that, you know what, I want to be working with someone who would at least meet me halfway, and you stop in your track, that's when this person is going to be confused, like, whoa, wait a minute. Where is the Cancer that I know had always been given into me? Where is the Cancer that I know had always been enabling me? Where is it? Okay, I don't like this to say this, but to 10% of you, Cancer, this person had also been dealing with someone else, a possible fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And again, why do they have the audacity to do that? Has a lot to do with you giving a lot to them. When sometimes people just take for granted, they're just becoming ungrateful. Oh, they want it. Oh, they want me very badly. It's no more a challenge for them. You know what I mean? That means that I have the freedom, or I have, I don't know, to pursue something else. That's for 10% of you though, not all of you. Now let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Swords, Page of Cups, and also the Ace of Pentacles. Let's see the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Cups, Empress, and also the Page of Pentacles. Okay. I understand you because I am a Cancer rising and a Cancer moon myself. I'm actually more of a Cancer, I feel, than a Sagittarius, even though my sun is Sagittarius. Sometimes we have a soft spot when we feel sorry for people. Yeah? Do you? Because I do. That's one of my weaknesses here. Moving on, respecting ourselves is not something that we do just like that. When we decide and then it's just going to be like that. No, there's going to be a relapse, especially if you've been enabling people with this person, or maybe, you know, with your past person throughout your life. If you've been doing it throughout your life, you would have some relapses. And it's okay. It's human. Okay. It's okay. It's not because you're weak. It's not because you're stupid. It's because you're human. It's okay. Now, you would have those relapses, Cancer, in the future. Especially with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, when you feel lonely, when you feel a bit down, you'd be feeling like, oh, maybe I was too harsh on that. Maybe I should do something about that. Don't do that. Why? Because if you do that, this person is going to be taking you for granted again. So don't do that. When you're feeling down, when you feel that, you know what, like I want to do something about this connections. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe I should have understand their situations better, and etc. and etc. How about you radically switch your focus and do something? You get up and you do something else. You look around your house. What is it that I could do? Oh, maybe I should clean. Oh, maybe I should hang out. Maybe I should do some sports. Go do sports. When you are relapsing, I want you to do that. Why? Because if you do that, if you relapse and you literally do that, they're going to be taking you for granted here. Okay. So Page of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Five of Cups, the Empress, and also the Page of Pentacles in upright position. You've already realized it now, Cancer. Why do you need to make a point in the future to do it again, just so that you would understand that, you know what, I got to be focusing on something else? You shouldn't, actually. Like, this one can be skipped if you want, But again, in the future is going to be like a similar energy where you'd be like, you know what, like, no, I'm not going to be giving into situations that's going to make me feel bad. I regret enabling this person. I regret making or being, like, you would call that weak of giving into this person. I'm just going to be respecting myself. Now let's clarify the Strength card here from their side. Knight of Swords, the Four of Swords, and also the Tower. Clarify the Five of Wands. Eight of Cups, Five of Swords, and also the King of Cups. This person ain't gonna let you go. They're not letting you go. They just don't. And they're gonna be doing all ways possible in order to make sure that you're not getting away from them. Now, remember when I said you're gonna be relapsing? Oh wow, this is new sets of cards. You're gonna be relapsing. I think a lot of that has a lot to do with them. Yeah, switching the blame on you. That's going to make you feel like, oh yeah, you know, maybe they're correct. Maybe I was a bit too much. Maybe I was a bit too harsh. Careful, yeah? Don't do anything when they make you feel like that. I think we touched base on this in your previous reading about you not allowing, you should not be allowing people to gaslight your reality or you should not be allowing other people to invalidate your feelings, because your feelings matter. Okay. Now, in the future, I see them doing that, maybe playing the victim, or you blaming you, or gaslighting you, or invalidating you, so that they would get a reactions out of you. And yeah, it kind of like is a bit effective, because I do see that you giving into that situations, which you can, because you've watched this reading, you can choose not to, right? Now, when they're realizing that that is not going to work anymore, and when you're respecting yourself enough, that's when I see this person just stop being, I don't know, they don't want to let you go. They just don't. You can let them go. That's their mentality. You can go. How dare you go, Cancer? I'm not saying this to you. This is what they're saying. How dare you go? Let's pull some advice card for you here, Cancer. Eight of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Cups, and also the Moon card. The thing is that a lot of people, and I've seen this happening, you know, I've been doing readings a lot, and whenever it's a full moon in Cancer, new moon in Cancer, or the moon is in Cancer, people get crazy, right? We're used to that. We're used with that, with those type of emotions. So you can actually swim within them very well, if only you have the determinations to do so. So the first one is that you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Cut the story. Cut the story. Again, as I said, whatever that is, Cancer, if something makes you relapse, get up and do something. Distract it. You got to be really, really determined in doing that. Some of you might want this person to rescue you. But that's a trauma bonding. How can you be rescued by someone who had hurt you? It's the bully and then the savior. You gotta cut the story there. You want them to change, cut the story. Be radically accepting that, no, they're not gonna change. You're fantasizing about them saving you. Cut the story. Distract yourself every time you're relapsing. Because once you do that, I do feel that there's like a lot of beautiful thing happening in your way. I do feel that you're gonna be going back into your own mojo here. You being okay with your emotions again. When was the last time you feel okay with your emotions, Cancer? Especially since you keep relapsing. When is the last time you feel good about yourself, Cancer? Cut the story, okay? So I think that is it for my reading for you here, Cancer. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I hope you have a great week ahead. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.